But the remaining descriptions are just like annals. Somebody has kept records and made mistakes, and people got confused about this. This is the true state. The Muslim must have said something like this, which you added further confusion to the confusion of early people.
I think I have, sir. Yeah, I'll bring it tomorrow. I'm sorry about that, causing the unnecessary bother. So could you kindly explain, as we know, Ahl Quran believe only in Quran. What about Ahl Hadith? What exactly they believe in?
Haven't I explained it earlier? What
No.
was missing on that?
Sorry, I was not here.
You were not here.
Well, I'll leave that one. I'll
Thank you.
listen to the tape.
Fun?
No, they're all my own questions. Well,
And but you have plenty to
I have plenty of questions, yes.
plenty of questions to ask and to leave out as you please.
Oh yes, Hazur, there's a ayat in the Quran, indahu ilmus sa'ate.
Yes.
Hazrat Masih Maud alayhi salatu wasalam has said, कुरान पाक से साबित होता है कि साथ से इस जगह मुराद यहूदियों की तबाही का ज़माना है. Could you kindly explain this?
That's right. Asa, according to the Holy Quran, has been used in three different meanings. Number one, a great calamity that befalls the people as punishment or as a natural phenomena, but the calamity is widely widely applicable to a great part of the country or great people. So it becomes a very important singular fact of history. That is also called Sa. The second meaning is that spiritual revolution of some great nature which has two characteristics. One, declaration of the death or annihilation of a people, and coming into life of a new people. That is also called Sa. The third connotation of the Holy Quran is this, that Sa is the doomsday, when everything here will be destroyed and wiped out. A new beginning will be made. So in these three meanings, the Holy Quran speaks of Sa. Hazrat Masih Maud alayhi salatu wasalam could have referred to, if he has not made himself clear by giving reference, he may have done and you might have missed it. But if he has not mentioned which verse he has in mind, then I can imagine that he had the verse in mind which says, وَإِنَّهُ لَإِلْمٌ لِلسَّاعَةِ, that Jesus Christ is a sign for a Sa. That means his coming foretold a great destruction of the Jewish people. A great calamity was to befall the Jewish people by rejecting him. So he might have inferred from this verse, which is in fact doubly applicable to his first coming as well as to second coming. The Muslim scholars generally believe that this verse is only applicable not in retrospect but in the future only. That is to say, they believe that Sa only means the doomsday and nothing else. So according to their interpretation, Jesus Christ would reappear just before the doomsday, and he will do what he has to do, and when he's finished everything, then the doomsday would come. So they believe this, that this verse means a great calamity, but they mean the greatest of all calamities is Sa and nothing shorter of that. But Ahmadis, as I have explained earlier many a time, support their view from the Holy Quran that Sa also means, and this is the most important meaning of Sa, a great spiritual revolution, which declares the death of the earlier people and a new era of life. And in this sense, Sa was used in the Holy Quran about Hazrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his advent. So it says, اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر. At the time of Hazrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the great spiritual revelation has taken place. It's come close at hand. And the sign is that the moon has split into two. So that Sa could only mean the coming of Hazrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the great spiritual revelation brought about by him. Otherwise, if you take it to be the doomsday, where is it? Hazrat came and went, the moon got split into two and became a subject of debate itself, and yet the doomsday has not come. The Holy Quran could not be wrong. The only interpretation of Sa here is that which is forwarded by the Ahmadis.
Hazrat Masih Maud has further said that कुरान पाक से साबित होता है कि साथ से इस जगह मुराद यहूदियों का तबाही का ज़माना है। किताबों से मालूम होता है 6000 साल बाद क़यामत करीब है। अब 6000 साल गुजर चुके हैं, क़यामत तो करीब ही होगी। You see, sir, in the Holy Quran, Allah said, Allah knows when the Saath will come.
Which Sa?
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Yes, sir.
Is Hazrat Masih Islam talking of the same Sa or some different Sa? All these issues have to be settled according to the context. After 6,000 years, the Sa which is to take place is the Sa of the great victory of Islam.
Yeah.
That already has started taking place. It's not a doomsday.
Thank you.
No, after Wasim.
Can I just wait for the camera to cue?
Or shall you also borrow the cap of Mr. Rashid? Yes. To put everything in order.
Yes, thank you. Hazur, about 2 years ago, I was listening to a radio program, and this was around the time of Christmas. And they had some school children there. And the host asked, various children why they, about Christmas, Santa Claus and Jesus Christ, and reasons for believing in God. And he asked a little girl, I think it was about 8 years, that why did she believe in God? And she said, I believe in God because I cannot see Him. And naturally,
because I cannot see Him?
Because I cannot see Him. And naturally, she asked her, if she can explain more. She said, see, I'm very particular about shapes and sizes and forms. And if I could see God, maybe it would not be to my liking, and I wouldn't believe in it. Do you think she had any substance?
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Do you think she had any substance in believing so?
What was your impression?
I thought it was good.
Good.
Yeah?
That's enough. Everybody has his own particular approach, and the beauty of the concept of Allah is that it has some point of interest for everybody. That is the only significant point here, that's all. Yes, please.
Assalamu alaikum. My question is about tawakkul. As I understood, in tawakkul, sometimes the efforts, human efforts are involved, and sometimes not. Would you please explain in this context?
What you understand, kindly explain it further.
Sometimes when somebody, as Hazrat Maulvi Nuruddin, Khalifatul Masih Awwal, Razallah Ta'ala anhu, did, sometimes he was helped by Allah without any his efforts. And sometimes the efforts are also involved, as I understood.